This behind me is Brookhaven's daycare. What you didn't know is that it wasn't always like this. The place where the daycare is today used to be the agency headquarters. It used to hide a lot of secrets and mysteries. And that's only one of the things that were removed from Brookhaven that I will show in this video. If you've been playing Brookhaven for a while, you probably know the skate park. You can do some cool tricks with your skateboard or your bicycle here. That can be really fun to do, but no one actually uses it. And if you are not familiar with Brookhaven, a couple years ago in the same place, it used to be just an empty space here. There's only this tree here and nothing much. The skate park already existed, but it was placed under this bridge here. It's the same as the one we have closer to the school nowadays. There's some stuff for you to do parkour and some cool tricks here. From what I can notice, the old one was actually much bigger than the one we have now. You could even buy some soda if you were tired of doing so many sick tricks. But here in the newest versions of Brookhaven, they removed it, so there isn't anything under the bridge anymore. Maybe they removed it because it wasn't useful anymore. If you came here in the museum before and clicked on the restaurant button, you can now unlock a new restaurant called The Brick. Nothing out of the ordinary. It even has a place where the waitress can be. There's also a storage in the back with a bunch of boxes laying around. What you probably don't know is that it wasn't always like this. The restaurant name actually used to be called Sonny's. One reason they might have changed was due to copyright issues. They even changed his location altogether since it used to be on top of the grocery store. Did you know that even the apartments above the grocery store did not exist before? As I told you before, there used to be a restaurant here, and it's the same one in recent updates. It even has the same tables and that same counter where the waitress can stay at. Even the storage is the same as before. The boxes are here too, but the only difference is that there's actually a way outside of the restaurant here. There are also these stairs that lead us to the grocery store. For some reason, they're not working, but you can see that we can get there. We can even go through this corridor and get to the arcade. It even gets us to the ice cream shop. By the way, look how much different the grocery store used to be. There's this fridge here with some classic Roblox sandwiches. It even has a storage just like the restaurant with some old boxes laying around. Now it is so much smaller and the fridge doesn't exist anymore. We can't eat the classic sandwiches now. What a shame. And the storage also turned into these stairs to the apartments. There aren't any boxes or anything anymore. Now we can only buy ourselves an apartment here. So this is how it used to look like. And the grocery store looks like this now. It changed a lot through these years. But which one do you prefer? The old one or the new one? Let me know in the comments. But what is actually really old here in Brookhaven is those stores here. They are on the other side of the supermarket. Really, if you play Brookhaven for a long time, you know that these are really old add-ons. Obviously, they changed some stuff through the years. This is the Brookhaven hair salon. We even have this machine here that we can change our hair color. There isn't much to say about it. It's a normal hair salon. Above here, there's Club Brooks, where parties happen every night. We also have the ice cream shop, where we can grab some ice cream with our friends. And on the top of it, there's a business space. You can get a job here and start your career in Brookhaven. We cannot forget the arcade, where we have all these fun games to play with. It's one of the most fun places here in Brookhaven. On top of it, we also have this sort of other salon. There's also a tanning place here. Here we have a couple options for us to choose from as well, like breakfast, the salon, and a party space. It really changed a lot from the old one. Look at how different the hair salon used to be. It didn't used to have the machine for changing our hair color. It was just an empty space here. The club also used to be like a totally different place. We don't have the couches like in the new one. And here we had a lot more space too. But the business area was also much more simple than the one we have today. It didn't used to have a lot of things here, not even the careers to choose from. Well, it used to have this weird thing laying around here. It kind of looks like a safe. A really weird place to put it though. The ice cream shop looks identical. It actually didn't change anything at all. But the arcade seems to have had some changes. Like the sign letters here are really different now. It used to be in this really old font. Now it has the same font in all Brookhaven. It used to be like the one we have today, but without the motorcycle games you can ride on. In the old version, there were these stairs where you could go above here. You could even celebrate your birthday or your friend's birthday with them. It only had the birthday party room since the other salon did not exist at that time. This is the police station in Brookhaven. There's not a lot that actually changed inside here. It's not very common for the police station to actually have an update, but I will show you some small details that changed through time. How you can see this one here is the SWAT room. There's some file cabinets in this corner. You can see that they are closed, and besides that there's nothing much to this room. There's also this corridor with some guns hanging on the wall. false. It also leads us to this outside area. It's some sort of a basketball corner that you can play a bit if you want. Going back, we can check this interrogation room and some jail cells. The cells actually have a secret passage. If we walk a bit more, we can actually find another secret passage that goes to this creepy place here. Another cool thing about this place is actually the roof. If you have Brookhaven Premium, you can press this button and fly on the helicopter. But going back to the old version, it wasn't always like this. It's really close to how it is nowadays, but one thing to notice is that the file cabinets are open. It even has some documents and files on top of it, and in one of these drawers has a classified file. For some reason, they removed it all in the newest versions. It looks super clean now. I'm not sure why they did that. It did not change much to take it out, and the basketball area didn't even exist yet. Looking around a bit, we can see that the interrogation room and the cells existed already. The secret passage is also here, but if we go around here, we can notice that the other one did not exist yet, so that really creepy room was added later to the game. And going to the roof, we can check that the helicopter is also not here. You weren't able to ride it in this version. That's kinda sad. One of the things that changed a lot is definitely those stores. But if we get inside the clothing store, we can actually see that one thing was removed. It kinda looks like the one we have on the game now. As you can see, there are these really glowy stairs on the top of the store. They even sold some really cute hats and these cool backpacks. There's also a fitting room so you can try on some new clothes. But in the recent Brookhaven, it got removed. The place it should be is now replaced with the dentist's office. It all got removed, unfortunately. Another thing that used to be a totally different place was Starbucks coffee. Now you can grab yourself some coffee, but it didn't always look like this. We can see that it used to be the cleaners. It's basically a laundry where you can get your clothes washed. Even had this cool secret passage that would lead you to that bunker that everyone already knows. And the dentist didn't even exist. It was just some stairs that lead to this white wall. And the entrance had these under construction tapes. This place actually didn't have much. It was an open field and had a dumpster in the corner. One of the things that was added relatively recent was the daycare. It's probably one of the most used places in Brookhaven since you can adopt a child here. There's some cool things inside here, like a slider that you can slide on and other stuff where you can play. But it wasn't always like this. Where we have the daycare now, it used to be the agency headquarters. The agency is well known to hide some of the darkest secrets here in Brookhaven. It looks like the agency used to be a good thing in the past. They don't really look evil. Looking around, we can actually find some rooms with the agency symbol on the floor. There's even one room that's from the FBI inside here. If we go to the second floor, we can actually find some sort of auditorium. And if we go up a bit more, we discover this room. Kinda looks like it belongs to the CEO/leader of the agency. It's kinda crazy to think that it was placed at the start area of the game. They even placed the agency on the side of the pool. Really looks like they used to be good in the past, and now evil as we know. The only place we can find the agency now is through this secret passage here. It leads us to this really old looking bunker. We can assume it's old because it's really dirty and abandoned. This place hides a bunch of the secrets that we have in Brookhaven. Another thing that we didn't have before was the camping area. It used to be this open field where it should have the skate park, but it seems like it also did not exist yet. It looks this way now. You can actually light the campfire and just chill here alone or with some friends. Since we are already here, we can talk about this mountain here. There's this part where you can climb it to get to the top, but look at how it used to be. It even has a sign here telling us about the drone on the top, and you could climb your way there like we're used to. It didn't have a lot up there. Also, there weren't any trees up here as well. Now we have some giant trees around and a giant hole in the middle. If we get all the way there, we can even get a house there. Even Lake Madison had its fair share of changes through the time. The yacht was supposed to be on this corner, and there's a lot fewer trees than we're used to. We don't even have the cabin here. It's just an empty space. If we put them side by side, we can even see how much more things were added later on. One thing that really changed a lot was the airport. We can even check that in the older versions, we didn't even have one. Where the airport should be, we have Tube TV. They even have a really similar logo to YouTube. This is how the entrance looks like. And this place used to be some sort of a TV news broadcast or something close to that. There's a bunch of TVs and cameras all around this place. so it's clear that they recorded something here. Since we didn't have an airport, there's no reason to have a plane here. So the place we have the airplane used to be some sort of stable. We can see some horses laying around and some equipment to take care of them. There's also some water for them to drink in this area to keep them safe. That actually changed a lot. It's where the airport and its really cool airplane is at now. And the animals are now in this more rural area of Brookhaven. It's a lot bigger as well. That makes more sense since there's also this barn and a little farm on the other side. It's a really cool place, but I've never seen anyone doing RP around here, like ever. But that's gonna have to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for even more. Don't forget to vote for me at iBest. You'll see the link in the pinned comment below. Click that and you'll be able to vote. I really need your help. You can vote once per day if you remember, so do that whenever you remember to. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.